Show.
São Paris, São Paulo, França, Brasil. Aí, MSK, Laboratório Fantasma. É nóis. Assim
Monstro, os manos no posto, trampando a contragosto, feliz ou oposto. Aposto que sei da dureza, que é a tristeza deformando o seu rosto. Se carros falassem, talvez o mundo escutasse, olhar no impasse, olhasse, limpasse, brilhavam vocês. Juro, pras minas no fronte, que dor pra contar tem de monte. É tipo uma fonte dela, de fronte ela sonha com um novo horizonte. Trancada na cela ou numa favela. Medo é foda, João, pobre menina, sofre de...
We're here in the windy city of Chicago, Illinois. A view there of its iconic star, Michael Jordan in bronze. We're in the place they call the United Center in Chicago, the home of the Bulls, where today we'll be broadcasting live. Welcome everyone to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche Latina, celebration of Latin culture in the league. It's become an annual tradition and a very good one. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. You look at the Warriors. Well, they're entering a bit of a soft spot in their schedule, facing off guys against some of the lower-ranked teams in the league, and we'll see if they're able to take advantage and pad their win total.
Well, hold on a minute here, Kevin. You've been around this league a while now, and you know there are no gimmies in this league. Even though the schedule looks soft and it looks like they're winnable games, every team can take you out to lunch if you don't pay attention to detail.
And we've seen that demonstrated time and time again. Like you said, there are no easy games at this level. I think it will still be a successful stretch for them, but not if they get lazy.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Warriors, Barnes and Green of the forward set. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt, and it's Bogut in at the center. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Bogut with the ball. Curry's shot is good. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers. Still scoreless after 4 attempts, trying to take the lid off the basket. And, you know, looking at Andrew Bogut, he's been one of the game's best centers. I mean, obviously injuries have saddled him a little bit over the years, but he's made it through 67 games each of the past 2 seasons.
The Bulls have gone 0-5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. Butler on the wing. Gasol against Bogut. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. And it's the Warriors' ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Curry attacking. Out to Thompson. Back to Curry. Down low. Rejected by Gasol. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And here are the Warriors now. Thompson misses.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Yeah, they're scoring with confidence, Greg, making them count in the early going here.
And guys, I was a bit worried, but now we all know the rim doesn't have a lid on it.
Yeah, you could actually feel the tightness and tenseness with each miss. I'm actually glad to see they got that first one out of the way.
Rose with the ball. Playing Milwaukee, he was nearly unstoppable. Kicks it to Gasol. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Gasol's got his first points of the night. Warriors leading by 7. The dish now to Curry. Puts up the baby hook. Goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Bogut dishes to Barnes. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And they keep going down low with the ball and keep getting positive results.
Extremely positive. I mean, this is a very nice lead to have early in the ball game.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And what a heck of a performance for them, particularly offensively. I mean, there were stretches of that game where everything seemed to be falling.
Ball movement was superb, majestic, and they got good shots and they made them. So it wasn't a surprise, but the ball movement was the key.
Now here's Rose. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. 6 to shoot. It's deflected. Shoots from 14. Green with the block. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Gasol kicks to Butler. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Here's Rose. Rose can't get that one to fall.
Well, you know, last season Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
Bulls trail by 16. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Gasol passes to Rose. That doesn't go either for Rose. Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end.
Just 2 to shoot. Gasol dishes to Butler. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That's his first foul. Butler kicks to Dunleavy. The kick out to Rose. Pass to Gibson. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At the line of the ball, 1 shot.
And the free throw, no good. But he gets it back. Butler from outside. And that one's good. Butler's got 5.
Letting a guy sneak by for a putback off a free throw, that is inexcusable.
Curry passes to Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Now here's Rose. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Butler with the ball, picked up by Thompson. And it's Butler with the jam.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Rose against Curry. Barnes. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Rose gets a wide open look. And the Bulls get it back. Gasol kicks to Rose. Teardrop shot for three, Dunleavy. Thompson with the rebound.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it. He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
There's Green with the three. They get it back. Barnes kicks to Green. Gasol against Bogut. Second chance shot. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Gasol.
Pau Gasol was the number 3 pick back in 2001. He managed to average 18 and 9 his first season, was Rookie of the Year, became a perennial All-Star. There's no way his younger brother Mark, who was a second-round pick, could ever match up to that, right? Not so fast, people. Mark's pretty good, too. How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Curry kicks to Thompson. Gibson with the steal. Tipped away. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Spates checked in for Golden State. Talking about Pau and brother Mark, both of them were excellent last season. The difference is that Pau has always been considered a great prospect, so detractors are much harder on him when they see cracks, I think, Greg, in his game.
Yeah, you know, for Marc Gasol, it can only exceed expectations because they started out so low. I'd simply say that if I had to pick between one or the other for best career, I'd do everything I could to pick both.
Good way to get out of it. Good answer. Now here's Brooks. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Here's Moore. Sinks the three-pointer.
You know, as soon as that shot goes up, you got to start boxing out then, before it hits the rim. They're getting beaten up on that glass.
And if they can eliminate those second chance points, obviously easier said than done, then they're going to have an opportunity in this game.
And stolen by Barnes. Now the Warriors moving it up. Ball going up court. Good on the shot. And it's 6 points for Klay Thompson.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
And the Warriors decide
We need to be more physical on the offensive end.
They come into this one
Crash
having
the
outplayed the Magic last game.
And across the board in that game, guys, they shot the lights out.
Rarely do you see a team shoot like that from everybody. I mean, they were getting scoring from every position all over the court.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And the basket by McCollum.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Here is Brooks following the score by Golden State. Iguodala with the steal. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Iguodala with it. Now guarded by Mirotic. Now McCollum. And it's blocked by Mirotic. They get it back. Now here's Moore. Defense right on him. He dishes it to McDermott. And the Bulls, another 3. Five seconds left in the first. With 2 seconds left. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Clark. McCollum's got his second bucket.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Warriors lead by 16. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range, he told us about his comfort stretching the floor.
And we're 5-6 feet outside that three-point line. If I have a dribble, if I catch and shoot, if I have a good look, I think Coach will allow me to take that shot, and it's tough to guard, especially when you see a couple go in. That basket gets a lot bigger.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vamonos. And, guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
Anytime you can get to the rim consistently early in the game, it allows you to get into a good rhythm offensively.
It really does. I mean, it's a lot easier to get buckets inside. That's elementary, and they've done that through one.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Iguodala out there with Anderson Varejao. Then there's Festus Ezeli. Then there's McCollum. And it's Clark in at the 2 spot. Now here's McCollum. Brooks covering. And Varejao kicks to McCollum. It's hauled in by the Bulls. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
And hard to say whether it was the game plan defensively that let them down or just the inability to really bring the fire on that side of the ball.
And, guys, it was a bit befuddling to me as to why they stuck with it. I mean, they dug themselves a hole and couldn't find the tweaks they needed to get out of it.
Mirotic's shot is off.
Well, that's clearly a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look at it.
No doubt about it. You cannot let up defensively just because he missed that one.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. The Warriors have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Brooks outside. Pass to McDermott. Takes a 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists now in this one.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Here's Varejao. The pass to McCollum. Varejao down low. Covered by Mirotic. Here's Ezeli, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noah. Here's Iguodala, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Bulls trail by 15. Just watching Festus Ezeli out of Vanderbilt play. He's got the big body inside, moves pretty fluidly, adroit, good footwork. He's kind of got the whole package.
Yeah, he does. He's a space eater. He's very strong, physically good frame. He's a low down there, and what you said, the fact that he's fairly agile, makes him tough.
Noah with the block. He's all alone. Here's McDermott. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And, fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Warriors leading by 13.
You know, and Ezeli missing a lot of games with various injuries from the knee and ankle a season ago. He can be a quality rebounder and rim protector, but he's got to find a way to stay healthy.
And the call will be against Joakim Noah. That's foul number 2 for him. Chicago making some changes. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Now here's Rose. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
And Ezeli, originally from Nigeria, he picked up the game late. Only played 6 years of organized basketball before going pro. So still developing his hands and offensive skill set, but clearly he's got the tools physically to play. Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's McCollum. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. With the pause in the action, let's bring you the list of teams that have been lighting it up over the last 10 games. The Warriors, number 1.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
Different look here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Azili. Draymond Green comes in for Anderson Varejao. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Klay Thompson in for Ian Clark. McCollum dishes to Thompson, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Rose passes to Gasol. Nice D from Bogut.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Thompson with the bucket.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Bulls trail by 14. Rose kicks to Gibson. Butler attacking. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Andrew Bogut.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
Free throw, good Butler. And Jimmy Butler had the career highs across the board last season. Won the Most Improved Player of the Year award. Really picking up his production in his 4th season.
You know, we had seen the flashes of potential in Butler before. Last season, he sustained great play and really took everything to the next level.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Rush comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Stephen Curry in for McCollum. It's Curry with the drive. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Steph Curry does so many things well, Clark, on the floor, but one area he had struggled with was turning the ball over.
Yeah, and after a slow start, Kevin, to the year in the turnover department, Curry was able to slowly right the ship.
And Curry and his turnovers last year, a lot of it might have been getting used to a new system, but you can see he's also tightened up his play to reduce the giveaways.
Aaron Brooks, he's checked in for Derrick Rose. Stephen Curry hits them both.
And, you know, Curry knew turnovers were a problem. How about his mom even instituted a fine on him? And so anytime he has more than 3 in a game, he owes his mom $100 per turnover.
I like his composure there under pressure as he was being double-teamed. Terrific pass.
Here's Thompson. Feeds to Curry. Gasol with the steal. Butler against Thompson. Brooks kicks to Butler. That 3 off the mark.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Bulls trail by 11. Dunleavy dishes to Brooks. And there's the 3-second violation.
And taking a look here at the numbers on Pau Gasol. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. 5th in rebounding, 7th in blocks, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And he's so explosive, so hungry. I mean, you really can't keep him off the glass when he wants to get there.
That's good. 16 points for Steph Curry.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Curry against Brooks. Outside Butler. Pass to Dunleavy. And Butler, here we go. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on, yet he's made it and made it big.
And going back to Jimmy Butler, there were just so many times when he was set up to fail. He was not heavily recruited out of high school. He was even homeless when he was in high school in the Houston area. Went to a junior college, then Marquette, now in the NBA. So he played his freshman year at a junior college, which I think humbled him just a bit, but maybe gave him that work ethic that is so much, Greg, a part of his game now.
And Kevin, the talent was there. And most of all, as we see how he dealt with adversity, the heart was there. He blocked out the distractions and finally transferred to a major college and worked his way into becoming a first-round pick.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Some excellent numbers in this one for Butler. He has 15 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
And so Butler nails both of them.
Boy, they're really battling, guys. Not sitting back, being aggressive, attacking when they have the chance. I like that.
Man, I like their approach to the game right now. There's tremendous aggression on both ends, putting the onus on the officials.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Out to Brooks. Great D that time from Curry.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
And Gibson kicks to Butler. Can't hit, so Golden State will take it the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. The shot misses. Nice D from Brooks. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut to just 11 points, and the basket from Jimmy Butler. Golden State's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And there's the feed to Thompson. Chicago grabs the miss. Outside Butler. 1:39 left in the first half. Dishes it to Gibson. Brooks with no one around. The three-pointer no good. Warriors leading by 11. Here's Thompson. The rebound by Gibson. Chicago's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Yeah, looks like he saw some things out there.
On the defensive end, I want some of you to crash the glass and get control of the ball. Rest of you, leak out so we can get some easy transition points.
Retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
So both teams making some changes here. Golden State's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's McCollum. 9 points in the game so far. Azili. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And Moore kicks to Snell. Now here's Noah. Not a lot of room. And finished off by McDermott.
Yeah, you're making things far too easy for him when you let him get it that deep.
I echo that. Ditto. I mean, you've got to do your work early to try to keep him out of the post. Fight him a little bit. Keep him away from that spot he wants.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Mirotic, the pass to McDermott. He feeds it to Snell. 5 to shoot. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
The Bulls have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games. And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Warriors leading by 7. And here's McCollum. He's got 9. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. McCollum's got 7 points here in this quarter. 7 seconds left to play here in the half. To the paint. Here's Mirotic. And no good trying to get that one. And we finished one half of basketball. The Warriors on top. They lead by 9. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. You really set the tone with your intensity. It seemed like you were the spark out there. What was your focus?
You know, I feel great. I've always been in good shape since high school. So this is nothing to me. I just love being out there competing. And I love how unselfish you're playing. You know, we really share the ball.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. The first 2 quarters went very well for him. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far? And Kenny, let's get your input on the Bulls.
Well, they're facing a very hot team in the first half. I mean, guys are shooting the ball lights out. But you have to do more to get stops. I mean, tough defense is the key. And if you put pressure on the ball and more bodying up down low, that's going to establish more aggressive tone that might shut them down in the second half.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Mirotic is out there with Doug McDermott. Then there's Etuan Moore. Then there's Noah. And it's Snell in at the shooting guard position. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half. Good on both. Warriors leading by 7. McCollum dishes to Azili. Fires the three. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And for Festus Ezeli, came in as an extremely raw prospect a couple years back, late first-round draft pick. His minutes were down actually last season, but his production was decidedly up.
Yeah, he went from 44 to 55% on field goals, from 53 to 63% on free throws, a testament to how much effort he's putting into developing that shooting stroke.
McCollum kicks to Ezeli. Plays it up and banks it in. Ezeli's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Kicks it to Mirotic. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. Back to Moore. Tries again. Here's McDermott. Hands it from downtown. McDermott's got 7 now in this quarter.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Here's Varejao. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Joakim Noah.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
He kicks it to Snell. 6 to shoot. And that one's good.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And here are the Warriors now. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And McCollum with the slam.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too. How about the game McDermott's played? He's got 19 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really spaced the floor.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Pau Gasol is checked in for Noah. Gibson comes in for Mirotic. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Moore. Warriors leading by 8. McCollum kicks to Ezeli. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you've come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old.
Outside Rose. And the layup's good off the glass.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Golden State's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 ball here. Ezeli the pass to McCollum. The dish now to Ezeli. Clock at 6. Here's the 3. And the Warriors get it back. Bulls trail by 8. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Snatched away. McCollum kicks to Varejao. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Butler attacking, and the shot is good. Butler's got 23.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Here's Varejao, rips in the dunk off the timely pump fake.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Gibson dishes to McDermott. Outside Butler. He's feeling it. They get it back. Gasol passes to Butler. McDermott kicks to Butler. Over Clark. That one off the back iron and out. Warriors leading by 10. McCollum dishes to Azili. Passes it to Verejao. And they're running. Here's Butler. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Now that's a momentum shifter there. A steal leading straight to a quick bucket.
Yeah, and a great way, Clark, to capitalize on the turnover. Don't waste any time. Get the ball right up the court.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. So many people overlooked prior to last season seem to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after him.
Bulls making a switch here. Dunleavy's checked in. Curry is inside, working on Rose, and the officials call a traveling violation. Bulls trail by 8. He dishes it to Dunleavy. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Butler. No good. Good D by Thompson.
You know, and with Pau Gasol, it was weird to think that the Lakers were just so ready to let him go and move on. And with the skill set that Pau has and the year he had, there's no telling how long he can play at a high level. Again, one of those guys that never been reliant on the athletic ability to have an impact. And remember, you go back to when Steph Curry was in college, more of a shooting guard at Davidson, but he's worked relentlessly to not only improve his ball handling, but his
Oh my goodness, he's just getting nasty on him now. Wow.
Yeah, now that they've built up a lead, this is when he really breaks out those incredibly slick moves.
Man, like a Ginsu knife, just slicing and dicing.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Rose, the shot's good on the assist by Butler. Rose has got 4 points this quarter. Warriors leading by 10. And Thompson kicks to Green. The rebound by Gibson.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close. Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Good.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Rose passes to Gasol. Dunleavy kicks to Butler. And Thompson sends it back.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Out left to the wing. It's Curry with the drive. There's the bucket. Good. And now a 12-point Warrior lead. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
Contested shots and
it's just
block
simple, guys.
shots. They're bread and butter defensively.
No rebounds.
They're giving up no easy
rings.
looks.
Yeah, also,
we need to dominate the glass. Bigs, get the ball off the rim, get it out to our guards, we can get out in transition.
Here, the Bulls decide to talk it over. Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted, and he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
Now Dunleavy, he's got 5. Gibson dishes to Rose. Butler attacking. Green with the block. They retain possession. Warriors leading by 12. Barnes kicks to Bogut. To the inside. It's stolen by Dunleavy. And here we go. Dunleavy heading to the hoop. Here's Butler. The shot will not go. Good D by Thompson.
And I really have always felt Draymond Green was one of those unique players. I mean, he kind of a tweener in terms of that small forward, power forward at only 6'7". But he's got toughness. The long arms enable him to defend bigger guys. And also the basketball IQ. You can never discount the importance of understanding what you're doing when you're on the floor.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Outside Curry. And Gasol sends it back. And here's the fast break. Rose leading the way. Butler in the corner. Gibson passes to Butler. Here's Dunleavy, covered by Barnes. Shot clock at 5. Rose dishes to Gibson. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
And with Draymond Green, he can defend inside. He can cover on the perimeter. I mean, his versatility at both ends of the floor also a huge asset. And you can't have a higher basketball IQ than he does. It really helps him excel at all facets of the game.
Rose attacking, and it's sent back by Bogut. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Barnes got the ball.
That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They block the shot and recover it for the fast break finish.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
The kick outside to Butler. 44 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And the dunk by Barnes.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And Butler gets it to go.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. It's Curry with the drive. Rejected by Gasol. And slam dunk by Butler.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past. Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Warriors lead by 9. And we'll be back right after this. And the final period of play just about to start. Warriors leading by 9, and Golden State looking at who they've got. Cohen is out there with Ian Clark, and there's Iguodala. Then there's Anderson Varejao, and it's Ezeli in at the 5. And the layup's good off the glass. Ezeli's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Warriors. Into the Bulls, shooting at a decent 44% clip here. The drive by Brooks. Here's Noah. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Maximum force on that dunk.
The Warriors shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Here's McCollum. He dishes it to Ezeli. Inside, stolen by Noah. Brooks with it. In the corner, it's McDermott. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 5 assists in the game. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Here's McCollum. Tries to save it. There is Zhao. Passes to Clark. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Joakim Noah. First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
The drive by Brooks. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Bairstow, he's checked in for Chicago. Warriors leading by 9. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. McCollum, no good. Moore dishes to McDermott. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Brooks kicks to Moore. Takes the 3, and he gets the bucket.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. They set the pick. Pass to Ezeli. No good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Moore, left side. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's McCollum. And he dunks it down.
Whoa, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Brooks kicks to Mirotic. The Warriors pull it in. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Moore with the block. The pass to Brooks. At the top of the key, Mirotic. Out to Brooks. Out to the right wing. Feeds it to McDermott. And it's the Warriors on the break. McCollum with the ball.
Really an extraordinary game for McCollum. 18 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
He really has, Clark. Always with his head up, looking to make the pass, trying to find the open man.
And so McCollum nails both of them. Stolen by McCollum. Ezeli the pass to Clark. It gets rebounded by Bairstow.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
The drive by Brooks, and Mirotic has it in the corner. McDermott with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Brooks, pass to McDermott. To the wing on the left, 6 to shoot. To the inside, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Up high and down hard with the one-hander.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt.
Here's Iguodala. Battles through traffic and lays it in. And the Warriors lead by 10. The Bulls have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Brooks kicks to McDermott. 3-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Ezeli's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Thompson for 3. Can't hit. And the Bulls going the other way now. Bairstow kicks to McDermott. To the middle. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Bairstow.
Excellent execution of the plan there.
Warriors have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Curry with a wide open look from outside off the mark.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
On the wing, Brooks. Banked in off the glass.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Okay, fans, now coming out of the court.
Timeout called the Warriors.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here is Rose. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Now just a 4-point Warrior lead. To the middle, here's Bogut. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Rose dishes to Dunley. Back to Rose. It's stolen by Green. There's the feed to Barnes. Gibson with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. And Rose throws it down home.
Well, you talk about clutch plays, defensively and offensively. We saw both right there.
And the gap's narrowing right now, Clark. Every second from here on out counts. Neither team can afford to make mistakes. You gotta manage the clock and play smart.
Barnes passes to Bogut, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. Remember also in high school, he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
Harrison Barnes, of course, went to North Carolina, grew up as a huge fan of former Tar Heel Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you know, interesting, his mother started taping Jordan's games on the VCR years before he was born. His given name, Harrison Bryson Jordan Barnes. How about that for a factoid?
I didn't know that.
Nor did I.
The drive by Thompson, and it's Chicago with the rebound. Gasol's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Butler, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot, he'll shoot 2.
Boy, a perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. Stephen Curry, he's checked in for Sean Livingston. That one drops. He ties it up.
He's certainly been hitting well from the line, and those points do add up.
Outside Curry. Eight for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you're better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have them get that good a look.
Rose kicks to Gibson, feeds to Gasol. It's stolen by Curry. Dishes it to Green. No good from outside. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. And Gibson kicks to Butler. Back to Gibson. 5 to shoot. Butler with the ball. Bogut picks him up. Dunleavy dishes to Butler. That is good. Butler's got 6 in the quarter.
And wow, what a time to tie this game up, guys.
Strap those belts on, fellas. This is going to be one heck of a finish. I can just feel it reverberate.
He's right.
He's right. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to let my belt out just a little bit to get ready for this ride.
Well, if you wouldn't need so much in the press room before the games, maybe
that's a good point.
Be comfortable like we are.
Really giving them fits. They just can't find an answer for Thompson. 13 points, and the assist numbers tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
That's his second foul. Jimmy Butler. At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
He hits the first, and that brings them within 2 here. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Golden State. Both good from the line that time.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
The drive by Green. Curry kicks to Bogut. They kick it out to Green. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Big time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy, and what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Golden State's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. And it's good. And it's now 26 points for Steph Curry.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Butler. No luck. Great D that time from Green. Warriors leading by 3. Iguodala the pass to Green. He feeds it to Curry. Rebound by Butler.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Here's Rose. It's good. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Boy, right now it's really tough to stop Rose.
Here's Bogut. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. They get Paul Gasol.
They had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is. Missed a chance to put them up 3. That's going to affect how they set up on defense this trip now.
Rose attacking. Here's Gibson. Count it.
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to them.
This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Inside, here's Iguodala. It falls!
Iguodala has been fantastic.
Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 23 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, what's your take?
You know what? You can go for the 3 to win or the 2 to tie. What's your choice in a situation like this, Clark?
Well, I don't think you set that decision in stone and anchor it in this timeout. You see how things play out. You're going to try to get a good, quick shot. And if it's a good 3 with a good shooter, let it fly. If it's something in the paint, then you take that. But it's about being a good, quick shot in this situation.
Doug McDermott, he's checked in for the Bulls. Chicago calls timeout. They trail by 2. 23 seconds left in the 4th. What's your take, guys?
And it all comes down to this. Still enough time on the clock that they should be able to get a real good look.
Yeah, and in this case, you debate often. You hear guys debate whether to take a 2 for the tie or a 3 to win. In my case, with this situation, I think you go hard inside and see if you can get a good shot in close.
The Warriors making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. .23 seconds left in the game. Offensive rebound. Butler kicks to McDermott. Rose dishes to Gasol. Goes back up, and it's Rose penetrating, and the rejection by Iguodala. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala. There's 10 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Rose over Iguodala. Now, here's Thompson. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. You were able to really help out your team on the offensive end. What enabled such a big night of productivity for you?
You know, I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is the game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied. His offensive power was in full effect.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.